Hi! Welcome to all the replay viewers. First and foremost, we're so glad that you tuned in whatever time that you could to Lunch Bites. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us today on this edition of Lunch Bites on this Monday, April the 11th. I am ChelseaRoadman, filling in for my beautiful daughter who is sick today, and we have a special guest with us. This is Lucy. Say hi, everybody, Lucy. There's her hello. Today is National Pet Day. We have already taken some time to have some selfies with Lucy, and I have a little kitty at home myself, and so we had some selfie time and some lovin's. Lucy's going to get some special treats for being on the broadcast today. Say bye, everybody. Bye. If you have a pet, seriously, I do hope that you will go over and, well, hey there, Chelsea's mommy. Aren't you guys sweet? Chelsea's out sick today, so I'm going to do her lunch bites for her. Yeah, I hope that you will pardon, first of all the fur all over my shirt, and also the fact that I am not as good at this as she is. Let's get on to our stories for today.
That's a lie. I'm actually here. I just can't talk, and she's great, so watch her.
Okay, you heard it from her first, folks. All right. She sends her love to each one of you, but as you know, she would say, the show must go on. So off we go to story number 1, Facebook. It's in the news again today, but this time it's about updates to the Messenger feature. According to Mashable, becoming friends with someone on Facebook Messenger just got a lot easier. Facebook's chat app now has messenger codes, circular patterns around a user's profile photo which can be scanned to start a chat with that person. Does this sound familiar to y'all? It's probably because it's a Snapchat copycat. Facebook also launched messenger links, short vanity URLs that lead a user to messenger profile in the form of m.me/username. Reportedly, Messenger now has more than 900 million active users on Facebook. Also reports that there are more than 1 billion messages sent every month between people on Messenger and business and pages. However, I fully expect these numbers to skyrocket once the new update to Facebook is live, or Facebook Live are fully rolled out, and familiar Messenger button at the bottom of our home screen is gone and replaced with the Facebook Live icon. Users will now be forced to use the once optional second app, Facebook Messenger. Y'all have to excuse me for a second. I now have Lucy fur all over me. Rather than sneeze on you, I thought I might try to move it from my face. Story number 2. Speaking of staring at that fifth appendage we now all have, our smartphones, CNET is reporting that your phone's screen is ruining your sleep. I started to say ruling your sleep. On CNET's You're Doing It Wrong series, the host explains that staring at your phone screen might be hazardous for your sleep unless you change the color temperature. Apple is working to change this with the night shift feature recently released in its iOS 9.3 update. Apple claims many studies have shown that exposure to bright blue light in the evening can affect your circadian rhythms and make it harder to fall asleep. Night shift uses your iOS's device clock and geolocation to determine when it's sunset in your location, and then it automatically shifts the colors in your display to the warmer end of the spectrum. In the morning, it returns the display to its regular settings. All of this information can be found on Apple's website, along with the well wishes of pleasant dreams. I have to say, on this particular story, I really do enjoy that feature. I have updated my phone, and it is a lovely feature to have. On to story number 3. While some of us have self-control to put our phones down, I am not one of them. We still can't break our link to technology with the ever-growing wearable tech fad. But did you know that your trusty fitness band might be lying to you. Again, we return to CNET's You're Doing It Wrong to find out what will make your fitness tracker a lot more accurate. By default, trackers calculate distance by multiplying your walking steps and your stride length. But the stride length is only set by using your height and your gender. If you only want relative information, this is just fine. But to be more accurate, calibrate. Here's how all devices are different. But for a Fitbit, simply find a track that you know the length of. Count your steps as you loop around and update the information on your Fitbit dashboard. On to story number 4. If all that stresses you out, this next story, it's for you. Refinery 29 released multitudes of research and studies about how to stop feeling so stressed out. Here are the top 3 that stood out to us. Number 1, block off time for worrying. That's interesting, right? Research in people dealing with work burnout and adjustment disorder supports this tactic. In one 2011 study, researchers found that people dealing with intense stress who set aside 30 minutes a day to just sit and worry were better at coping with their problems. The key, they confined their worrying to just that 30 minutes. The technical term for this technique is known as stimulus control of worry. It was developed by psychologists back in the 1980s with the idea that containing cyclical thoughts that stress you out to that 30 minutes can keep them from making you miserable all day long. I'm not sure what I think of that study. I think it would be hard to just decide to not worry. But maybe they're right. Secondly, tweet it out and update Facebook. And update Facebook. Shoot off some emails, and don't forget to send some snaps too. A 2015 study from the Pew Research Center found a link between these internet habits and lower stress levels for women, but not men. More specifically, after surveying almost 2,000 adults about their stress as well as their internet usage, the researchers found that women who use Twitter several times per day, sends or receives 25 emails per day, and shares 2 digital pictures through her mobile phones per day scores almost 25% lower on our stress measure than do women who do not use the technologies at all. Wow. And number 3, stop watching the news, except for this broadcast. Had a vicious day at work? Turn off the TV and put down Twitter. Now wait a minute, I'm confused. To tweet or not to tweet? That is the question. This is stressing me out. Pull it together. No, it's not stressing hour. That's not until 10. Wait, that's 9 hours away. What am I going to do? Whew, I need a break. So let's take a commercial break right here. All right, let's pause here for a really exciting announcement. As you know, ChelseaRoadman is in public relations and branding for social media, and she will be teaching a Scope-N-R. You got it. It's her top 10 Periscope tips and hacks that you just can't live without. It will be this Thursday, April 14th at 7:30 Central Time on Periscope, of course. What do you have to do to join? It's easy. 3 very simple steps. Number 1, follow her on Periscope on this channel at ChelseaRoadman. Number 2, she will follow you back. Number 3, simply pay $10 at cash.me/$ChelseaRoadman and put your Periscope name in the notes section. You'll get a free designed PDF to use for notes that includes her exclusive tips too. I think you guys really don't want to miss out on this Scope-N-R, as that is going to be cool. All right, let's get back to the news. Story number 5. Has YouTube transformed the beauty industry into more inclusive space? The death of the beauty counter in big box stores, how social media is changing the industry. Makeup is a learned skill. We don't come out of the womb knowing how to sketch on cat eyes or match foundation. Most of us had to seek guidance from a sister, a friend, a stranger behind the beauty counter. These sages walked us through the tricky steps us to the most flattering shades and pass down their makeup wisdom. It was a rite of passage. But now things are changing. The internet and social media have replaced this intimate experience with far more efficient tools. YouTube reports that as of March 2015, more than 1.5 million beauty videos were being uploaded to the site per month globally. That's more than 3 times the number the site saw around the same time in 2013. Representatives over at YouTube also told Refinery29 that people in the U.S. watched more than 600 million hours of beauty videos in 2015. Makeup tutorials account for over half of the 200 most watched beauty videos. The routines are a big percentage of what viewers are caring about, says Teresa Moore, VP of Customer Service at Pixability. The times when you, the YouTuber, is taking to their audience and interacting, these are the videos that get the highest engagement rates. So, is the digital age slowly turning us all into image-obsessed robots with no self-esteem? Probably not. Even Dr. O'Keefe, MD, CEO, and editor-in-chief of Pediatrics Now agrees with that. But YouTube is most definitely changing how we approach beauty, and not necessarily for the worse. YouTube is helping us understand beauty and care about it in different ways, Moore says. Before the internet, I can't even imagine being able to do a smoky eye. And I have to stop right here and say, I really enjoy those YouTube videos, because when you're at my age, you don't want people knowing what you don't know. And it's fun to see how people do things. Story number 6. This one is a fun one. 9 reasons your Facebook friends hate you. Number 1, birthdays. Okay, birthday greetings make me feel amazing, and if anybody knows me, you know I love my birthday. Except when I tune into my Facebook and it has happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday written 100 times. And then it's a little disheartening. There's even a feature through Facebook that allows the users to have their Facebook friends' birthdays sent to them via text message, SMS text messaging, and you can push the number 1 and it will alert the person that you said happy birthday. That's all you had to do, was push the number 1. That's sad. I would very much say that is very impersonal and would make me very sad. Okay, number 2, inside jokes. Y'all, if I have an inside joke with you, maybe you want to message it to me. Because when you put it on Facebook, I don't think my grandma off in North Dakota knows what in the world you're talking about, and she might even think that I'm crazy. Now, I might be crazy, but I don't want her thinking so. So, how about you message those inside jokes, or maybe even go old school and send them via text message. That would be even funnier. Number 3, pictures. Now, I want to get something straight. Is this your Facebook feed, or is this your dog's Facebook feed? Now, of course, I love your kids' pictures, your pets' pictures, your food pictures, vacations, and foremost, selfies. Gotta love the selfies. And I love that you love them too. Just please, not all at one time. Or 10 at a time. Pick the best 3 and post them and move on. Put them into an album so the interested family members and friends can get all their fill of everything that's going on in your life. Number 4, oversharing. Thank you for describing your enema. It really made my day. Number 5, hashtags. Hashtag too many hashtags. Hashtag post ruined. Hashtag very distracting. Hashtag no longer meaningful. Hashtag it's cool when it's used sparingly. Enough said. Number 6, movement stance posts. Now, y'all, I know who you're voting for. I know that many of you love Donald Trump, some of you love Hillary Clinton, and all the other candidates. But I don't need it plastered all over my Facebook all day long. I love Jimmy Kimmel. He's funny. But I have seen every single stand-up comedy routine about the election. So, now we're moving on, and just requesting that you not have quite so many. Number 7, facts. It might be a good idea if you check your facts before you post on Facebook. Also, actually read the story and make sure that you are not unwittingly endorsing a hate monger or an out-and-out some sort of stupidity. We wouldn't want that. That'd make Grandma think you're even dumber. When in doubt, check it out on snoops.com. They'll help you out a lot. Number 8, humble brags or just plain out bragging? Yes, your kid is a genius, and it's terrific that you lost all that weight running and your life is so great. Being you must be amazing all the time. But could you just, for those of us who aren't quite as amazing, dial it down just a little bit? Number 9, humanity. You don't need to look stunning in every single selfie for me to like you. You don't need to be perfect or funny or smart all of the time. In fact, please be real once in a while. Remind me who I was friends with in the first place because, I liked you. Thanks for tuning in today. This edition of Lunch Bites has been brought to you on Monday, April the 11th, 2016. I'm Cindy Roadman at Sing 5678, standing in for the very sick Chelsea Roadman. She plans to be back tomorrow for you guys. I hope you have a great day. Be kind to one another. Bye.